We are expecting like feet of snow. Feet starting tomorrow.
Wait, this is like, I think Courtney's been telling me, but now it's hitting me. This is news to me that we're getting feet of snow.
It's not news. I've been telling him this for days now. Hey guys, I heard it's drink coffee and wear your pajamas and install trim day.
We took advantage of some less snowy weather to go to town and pick up a whole bunch of trim. It's not everything we need, but it is enough to really make a big dent and get started on this project.
I'm gonna show you guys how we got it home because it's kind of funny.
So I made this sweet rack in the parking lot of the lumber yard. People have been staring at us all day and I couldn't figure out why, and then I remembered what was on our roof.
We probably build in an unconventional order. Actually, I know we build in an unconventional order, but we're mostly building for our own fulfillment. And so getting a room done and getting the trim done is going to be a major motivator for me, especially. So that's what we're working on today.
All right, so Courtney's got a bunch of pieces of trim stained and we're going to start putting them up.
I started a couple days ago by making lots of samples of different colors and finally found something that I really liked. We're gonna start with this window right here because the view is absolutely amazing and I cannot wait to see it all framed out. We had previously gone around and put all the foam around this perimeter, and so now I'm going and just cutting it out so that our trim fits flush.
I got foam in my coffee. Cold out there?
Seems like a good time to clean the windows, but holy cow, it's chilly out there. This is a wood conditioner pre-treatment. It helps the stain soak in more evenly, especially on woods that tend to be blotchy. This is alder, which tends to take stain kind of blotchy. I'm using the color Weathered Oak.
So Courtney was just telling me that these ones are from yesterday. These ones are from about an hour ago, and you can see how different the two colors are. So this is an advanced carpentry technique called the windowsill I bought is too short, so I'm shimming the entire window frame a little bit smaller using scraps of drywall to make the windowsill long enough. I want to make sure it's square to the window. Good.
You guys are gonna be able to see the sunset, but I have to try to show you.
The sunset is almost as pretty as Courtney.
I couldn't think of a better treat while we're trimming out this window than the sunset. Now look at our little peekaboo view of the lake.
I can see the lake. Wait, is that a lake or a cloud?
It's a lake. Called yoga room.
You're ridiculous. Okay, so I went to go put this piece of trim on and noticed that it's actually going to cover part of this outlet box. My friend Jesse, who watches our channel and is an electrician, had already noticed that and warned me against it, and I totally forgot. So thanks for warning me, Jesse. Sorry, I forgot. Anyways, so I think the solution I came up with is to remove this piece of trim, space it out 3/4 of an inch, and that'll make enough room that our other piece of trim will fit. Sorry, I don't know what any of these pieces of trim are called. I'm just calling them all pieces of trim. Wooden little bits. Courtney calls them niblets.
I am supervising the fire. It's a very important job.
Update, it is now 62 inside and 11 outside.
It would likely be a lot longer in here if the sliding door wasn't open.
It's open to make room for the air hose. All right, there we go. Now there is almost enough room for an outlet cover in there. I'll still probably have to trim the edge of the cover off, but at least it all fits.
The trim looks so good. Like, I'm super happy with how it's going out. I have this saying, and it's that you can put $10 million into a house, but until you put the trim on, everyone's gonna walk in and they're gonna look, and the only thing they're gonna comment on is, are you planning to put trim up?
Courtney did a great job of choosing a stain color. I think that the color just matches so well with the paint color and the floor color. And this is the first time I've ever worked with wood trim. And the major difference between wood trim and like painted trim is that I have to get the gaps a lot smaller because Courtney can't caulk all the gaps and hide all the mistakes. So it's been a little slower going than I'm used to, but I think that the results look amazing.
It's exactly what I was hoping for, and I'm super happy with how it turned out.
All right, enough for tonight. We'll get back on it tomorrow. It just keeps snowing, so I've got to get this plow truck fixed so we can get this road plowed. I already fixed the rear brake line problem. It turned out to just be that I hadn't quite seated the flare correctly when I tightened up the fitting and it came loose. So I've got that now tightened up and good to go. Need to add brake fluid, so now we just need to add brake fluid and rebleed the lines. Should be pretty quick. But the other problem that we have is that we've already replaced the passenger side motor mount. Now it's time to do the driver's side. It let loose yesterday, and yet again, the fan got caught in the shroud and the engine started getting too hot. So I'm hoping this side goes quick. I'm not gonna film as much of it as I did the passenger side because it's the same exact thing, and I'm trying to get this done. All right, last time under the truck, pulling the bottle jack out, all done, kind of. I'd highly recommend one of these 20-ton bottle jacks. This one I think is from Harbor Freight. I was starting the truck or the trailer when we're going on a long trip because it just makes a lot of jobs a lot easier, and it's compact and works way better than the cheesy jack that comes with the car for changing tires. At least you got a nice brake fluid flush out of the deal. All right, time to go plowing.
I don't even know that I dare tell you guys what we're about to do because I feel like I'm gonna jinx it at this point.
We are going to finally go finish plowing the road. Third time's the charm. Let's see if we get to the end.
We both just heard the truck get louder, so Riley got out to investigate.
The exhaust is, the weld is broken all the way around right after the catalytic converter before the muffler. Probably because now it has repaired motor mounts, so the motor sits at a different angle than it used to when the exhaust was welded on.
Did we just make our truck your teenage truck dream?
Oh yeah, it sounds so good. Like it's got a mean lopey cam because it's only got one side. Oh yeah.
All right, we're about to find out how loud the truck is with our new exhaust mod.
Oh man, she sounds good
It
now.
sounds like my brother's truck now. Oh boy. So much louder now. I'm admiring my view out my beautiful window. It looks so good. We are expecting like feet of snow. Feet starting tomorrow.
Wait, this is like, I think Courtney's been telling me, but now it's hitting me. This is news to me that we're getting feet of snow.
It's not news. I've been telling him this for days now.
Now it all adds up in my head that that equals feet of snow. I'm so excited. That means we get to use the snowplow a lot.
Priority number 1 is the bedroom, because our bed is on its way. Priority number 2 is the living room, because the couch is on its way. Priority number 3 is the kitchen, because our appliances will be here next month. if we can get them up here.
That's gonna be a whole nother project. Not only is this the living room, the kitchen, the office, the dog's room, it's also Courtney's trim factory. Boone likes the blankets down because now he has a king bed. So these are pocket door openings that we framed in behind me. And rather than wait on a special order door for that spot, we're going to repurpose these in-stock doors from our local building store. I'm even going to try to repurpose the door jambs as a trim. So the plan is that this doorknob hole is going to get filled with a little finger catch for sliding the door in and out. And I think this is going to work really well. It's a really inexpensive way to get a pocket door. I'm hoping to be able to disassemble this door jamb to turn that into all the trim for around the pocket door. But I noticed that somehow on this first door I disassembled, this piece and this piece are two separate pieces and I can easily separate them and use them. But on this door, it's one milled piece complete and I can't take it apart. They're the same door from the same place, bought at the same time, and they're made completely differently. It's snowing again. I don't know why I'm whispering.
Did you not want the dogs to hear that it's snowing?
While Courtney gets that door stained, I'm gonna work on trimming out this door. Once all the doors are trimmed out in here, then we can get the baseboards on. So we are going to be caulking the trim around all of the doors and windows. Normally with painted trim, you would caulk between where the trim meets the wall, but in this case, because our trim is stained and we don't want to have white caulk on top of stained trim, we're actually caulking behind the trim, and we're doing that to help stop any drafts that might exist at each one of those door and window gaps, and also along the baseboards. Courtney made the point that we don't want to split the door open, so I decided to be in less of a hurry and go ahead and pilot these holes first. I think it might be easier for me to start with this one. Not enough space in there for 2 people and a camera, but we got the door on and it even slides. Next, it's time to trim it out. I want to say a big thanks to our friends Mike and Teresa for hooking us up with a better fuel system for our generator. So Mike had this cap laying around that he gave me that prompted this new project. Basically what happens here is this is a portable boat fuel tank with some boat quick connect fittings and a special cap adapter. So as the generator burns fuel and it sucks the fuel out of the tank, it automatically siphons fuel out of this much larger tank. So we no longer have to fill up the generator every time we want to fire it up. We simply carry it out and quick connect it, and then we can take that fuel tank to town and refill it. It holds 7 gallons. This has been a big improvement. So we run the generator for about 4 hours every 2 days and recharge the batteries in our camper. Most of the time we just run off the batteries in the camper and the inverter, and this system has been working really well for us. Our Renogy inverter has an automatic transfer switch built into it, so when we fire up the generator, it automatically switches everything in the camper to shore power, as well as everything in the building. So when we fire up the generator, not only do we charge the camper batteries, but we also get like all of our cordless tool batteries charging and our other portable battery packs charging. This system has been working really well for us, and it limits the amount of time that we have to listen to the generator. Courtney's working on editing a video, and I'm gonna go split some wood. Covered wood storage would have been a great idea, but lesson learned, we'll get to it before next winter. Not even sure why I saved this one. I don't think I'm gonna try to split it.
It's a down day for us. It is more than a full-time job editing 2 videos a week right now, so any second that we're not actively building, I'm on the computer editing, sorting footage, and that means that a lot of this prep that we didn't have time to do over the summer has fallen on Riley. So he is such a champ. He has been working so hard, and he's out there splitting wood right now. I'm very appreciative.
The wood stove we bought accepts a 16-inch log, but it does not accept a 16.25-inch log. And when we cut our rounds, we cut everything somewhere between like 13 and 18 inches. So a lot of our logs are too long, and I have to cut every single one of them on the chop saw before we stack them inside. Oh my gosh, I can't even look up because the snow keeps falling in my eyes. It is absolutely dumping today. I drove the truck last night right before it started snowing. So I'd say we have, oh, more than expected.
Good morning.
We got sun.
That's cute.
Mwah. I love snow days.
I don't want to walk backwards.
Pivot. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Did you do that on purpose?
No, I have to pick it
Hold
up
on.
from the bottom.
Oh, the snow is so cold on my hands.